What's going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. On today's video, and with the holidays coming up, I decided to revisit a subject that I talked about in the channel not that long ago, and that's guitar stands and the importance of them. Now this time around, I'm not going to talk about how a stand can actually harm your guitar, but I am going to show you an awesome new stand that just came out to the market. Now, full disclosure, this is actually a sponsored video by the guys at Cahaya. I think that's how you pronounce it. But of course, I get to say whatever I actually think of the stand without being biased. Okay, so let's check it out. On this video, I am actually going to compare it to a very well-known design that actually stood the test of time. And that is this guy right here. Regular old guitar stand. I mean, this guy is fine. This guy is great. It's cheap. It's sturdy, it's safe, it'll hold your guitar very well. It just really depends on the shape of the guitar and stuff like that. And also, it's not the safest thing in the world, but it's cheap enough. This thing is fine. I mean, you can definitely get these for very cheap, and they are way better than the A-frames. Now, the A-frame is really cool because you get to take it to places and stuff. This one's pretty much stationary. But, for studio use or even for at-home use, this is perfect. Now, this new guitar stand design by the guys at Cahaya is supposed to be even better. So let's check it out. Okay, so as you can see, it actually comes in a very nice sturdy box that shows you what it is and how it looks when it's assembled. Now, once you take it out of the box, you are presented with this. It's actually 3 parts, so it shouldn't be very hard to assemble. But just in case, it does come with instructions. So I'm just going to try to wing it, and I'm going to try to get it right first time without looking at the instructions. Let's see if I can do that. Alright, so that was easy. Let me just check out the instructions to make sure I got it right. Awesome.
Checkmate.
Okay, so right off the bat, there's a big difference between these two. I'll definitely do some B-roll for this. But you can see that the tripod on the bottom has got bracing on it, which this one does not. So that's going to be a lot more secure and it's going to be able to withstand a lot more weight. So that's really cool, especially if you're playing like really heavy Les Pauls or some basses and stuff like that. Also, on this one, you have that butterfly screw in the back, which, we've been using for a long time and it's fine. But this is so much better because you can actually grab it and grip on it. You just rotate that and you just set it to wherever and then you just tighten it up and bam. It does look better, but it's also more practical if you ask me. Now this is a vast improvement. I really like this because a lot of times you'll actually fumble with this part just falling off. This guy right here. On some of these, like this one, for instance, you have to actually do this for it to come out. But, some of them don't really have that. I mean, and also it moves around a lot, especially if you have like a, weird, oddly shaped guitar, like a V or an Explorer or anything like that. It'll move it. This stays right there because it's actually square down. The thread, the part that goes in is really, it's a square. So it won't rotate at all unless you want it to rotate. And then you just, tighten it up and you're good to go. And, the more tight it is, of course, the less it's going to move. So that's great. And also on this part right here, you also have a square thread. So that's not moving. That's not going anywhere. Now, if you need to collapse it, you just take that off and you just bend it in and you're all good to go. Now, another really cool thing about this is the fact that it's actually a lot taller. So once you put a guitar on it, it's going to be a lot farther away from the floor. And that actually gives you the option to put like odd-shaped guitars on this. And no, they're not going to hit the floor. So that's really cool. And of course, you can make this. You can actually extend this way longer than you can the regular ones, which is really cool. I really like that. Also, I really like the fact that the back leg actually extends all the way down, which on these guys, it's very short and it can get knocked over very, very easily. Not a lot of balance on this. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And if you want to become a part of the team and help the channel out big time, just make sure you click on my Patreon. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. Also, big shout out to the guys at Cahaya for sending me this guy. It's awesome. I really, really like it. And if you want to grab one yourself, I'll link to them in the description down below. I'll see you guys next time. Pat out, middle on, dudes.